I'm still drinking in public, which is illegal now in Shinjuku, but it's not illegal here. This is the only drink I drink. It's so delish. And I found the Konbini, the convenience store, that 7-Eleven, that has the coldest fridge. It's like almost frozen. So amazing. And so I've got some advice for you if you're traveling in Japan. There's been another issue with my bank. Basically, my card doesn't work. There's a fraud protection put on it, whatever, and they can't like remove it. So it's, and then 4th of July happened and they were out, and then now it's the weekend and I didn't wake up early enough, so it's like a week that I can't use my card. But I've got all this on Apple Cash, which is the thing you can put on your phone, Apple Pay, but it's just like money you put on there. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out how to use it at convenience stores in Japan. But I finally figured it out. Instead of saying Apple Pay, you actually have to say credit card. So, and it works flawlessly. So Apple Pay does not work as Apple Pay. Look, there's a circle right there. Brilliant. Freaking love it. So anyway, and then I was thinking like, oh, you know, every time this happens where I can't access money, it ends up being, I end up being taken care of, like God provides, you know? And I'm like, oh, I'm like kind of curious, like how's God gonna provide for me this time? It's always some new awesome way. Well, it turns out, beyond Apple Pay, which I figured out, I wouldn't be comfortable using Apple Pay because if I can't use it, I want to be able to not put away all the stuff again. I want to be able to pay for it in cash. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to risk Apple Pay. I'd rather just not eat for like a week or something. And so I was gearing up for that, mentally preparing myself. And I was just at work and I found this coin purse, and it's my laundry coin purse, and I totally forgotten about it. And it had all these hyakuen, like 100 yen coins in it, like dollar coins, 13 of them. So then I was like, oh damn. So I went like and ate 2 huge sweet potatoes, and that was 400 yen. And then I used Apple Pay and I figured it out. I did some research, I figured that out. And then so God provided basically, and I have plenty, you know, abundant. I have like $100 on my Apple Cash. So that's in Japanese yen nowadays, that's like 180. Like it kind of like, it's like almost double. So it's brilliant. And yeah, so I'm having a nice weekend. I watched I've been watching House of the Dragon as it comes out. Love it. I love the show. I watch all the like Glidus and Alt Swift X analysis videos, and I would consider actually joining Nebula. I don't have many streaming services, but I would actually consider joining Nebula. Seems like there's a lot of content on there that I would be interested in. I do have Apple Music, And so this morning I watched Megan Thee Stallion, what's like Apple Music Awards 2020 performance, which is awesome. I love female rappers like Ice Spice. So yeah, and like if you asked me a year ago, I'd be put off by like, here's like this old school slide. If you asked me like a year ago, I would be put off by like stacking bills and all that. But then now I'm like, well, we all have to do that now, so might as well do it right. Might as well stack some bills, I guess. Or at least know that we can, feel empowered enough to like actually do it. So I'm cool with it. I'm all about shaking my booty, stacking bills. Like, I'm doing it myself. I'm hanging around in my apartment, just like shaking my booty, dancing. I've been drinking a little bit, you know, just like 2 drinks a day, nothing big, but I took some time off from drinking completely. And I heard that Thailand's going to shut down the illegal weed possibly, so I'm glad that I scheduled a trip there. And yeah, I'm just like 2 weeks out from my last day of work, and I've been kind of just like in my head too much recently, and basically like I'm ready to fly free like the wood dragon, you know. I love wood. I don't know what wood is: stability and rigidity and strength, and but also I'm thinking of bamboo can lean and adapt. I've been thinking about the term adaptability, how it's something that I want to embody. It's kind of like my own version of self-reliance is adaptability, and it's something that I think that we can emphasize in schools, in the education system. And there are different words related to that, but I've also been thinking about how the schools are really just a reflection of the society at large. So, and also the society at large is just a reflection of what's inside of us individually. So, you know, any sort of peace or joy or love that we find in ourselves, or freedom, exploration, or creativity, or curiosity, is going to be exported into the World Wide Web, you know? Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later. It's the next day, and I'm feeling pretty cool because I mean, when it first happened, just now, I'm coming back from the Combini, but when it just happened, I felt really cool, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I feel less cool, but still cool. Basically, the lady at the convenience store, she was like, I was like, oh, she's like Genki, like happy, like cool, not anti, but kind of in Japan. And she's like, do you need a bag? And I was like, oh, daijoubu, you know. And then she's like, she looked at all my stuff, and she was like, are you from France? Fransujin desu ka? And I was like, oh, you know, that's so cool. I'm sure she knew that that would be cool for me. But I didn't hear her, and I was like, what? And she's like, are you from France? And in Japan, like, it would have been much more, it'd been totally normal just to say nothing, you know. But she like made the extra effort to ask me, which was cute, because this 7-Eleven I went to, I've been trying to go to different 7-Elevens every day because I'm kind of embarrassed to like go to the convenience store every day because I'm using Apple Pay, and they're like, why is he living off of 7-Eleven? But What's that? But this 7-Eleven is... Oh, before I do that, first of all, here's Pretty Woman. And across the street is Akiyoshi. Which is like a kind of popular yakitori chain. Like chicken skewers. Anyway. The 7-Eleven was across the street from the hotel sort of / new fancy convention center. So she's probably used to people just visiting and getting snacks for their hotel room, but little does she know that I've been like living here for 5 years. So anyway, she was like, "Are you from France?" And I was like, "Oh, thank you, you know." But then she kind of gestured to what I was purchasing. So at first I was like, "Oh, I look like I'm from France. That's dope. You know, I'm into that." And then, cause I'm like wearing not bad today. Like I tucked in my shirt, so I'm not like slobbing. But and you know, my glasses or whatever, I'm sure. I mean, I thought people would think I look German, but I'm a little too gay looking to be German. Because the Germans don't have such a smile on their face all the time. It's like French or like happy Germans. French happy? I don't know. Jolly Germans. But so anyway, she gestured at what I purchased, and I was like, oh, that's why I kind of thought about it. I was like less excited, is because I realized that she kind of like saw what I was buying, and basically I buy the best shit. I'm the bougiest convenience store shopper that and also this Apple Pay feels like not real money. So even though it definitely is, so I just get whatever I want right now. This weekend I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna go home and like chill. There's always this guilt in me that thinks I should be like hiking or something. I don't know what that's about. Or like, oh, I should be working or hiking. But that voice has like subsided quite a bit. So now I'm just like, shut up. You know, it's like shut up. But yeah, like what I bought was like wine. I got like a wine, and I got like the bougie like shrimp ramen pasta, and I got the like tofu with the edamame in it. Not the one with hijiki, because hijiki has arsenic. I read that. And then I got the creamy cone Haagen-Dazs, which is like the fancy lemon cone. Here's do not try. Charles Bukowski, my brother, watched my video the other day. This is the most gorgeous sakura tree next to a bathroom. But yeah, I got like all the bougiest stuff. I bet she's used to people coming in like, oh, you know, and I got popcorn. I got like popcorn, wine, soda, you know, all the like fancy shit, right? So, but then I was like, probably had something to do with the way I look too. So, for some reason, I just want to look cool, not just have my consumer choices be bougie, because I already know that. Yeah. But I don't have anyone telling me every day that I look cool, you know? Even though I will say, I tell people that on the regular. Like, you look cool. Okay, bye. Okay, this is what a bougie Frenchman would get. Salty butter flavored popcorn. Okay, butter, that's French. That's a French thing. Lemon water, milk, yogurt water. Look how Spartan my. This is very French, I feel. Haagen-Dazs creamy cone. I told a student of mine, he was like, "Oh, I love creamy foods," and I'm like, "Don't say that." That's just stain. That's not dirt, by the way. This is soda. I already ate the fried rice onigiri. This is very French. I got like a girly pink Brut Rose sparkling Yosemite Road wine, which is very good. This must be French. It's ramen salad with vegetables, steamed chicken, and spicy dressing. I was like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This seems like something most Japanese people wouldn't want. Like spicy tofu bar with edamame. So. Yeah. I'll add that into the ramen. I am bougie. She was not wrong. Tully's Barista's Black coffee. It's my standard. Can't get enough. I bought that for tomorrow morning. And I told her no chopsticks, but she gave them anyway. So, anyway, this is what a stylish Frenchman. After she said that, I was like, oh, Oshade, like, so Frenchmen are so fashionable, French people. She was like, yes. And I was like, that's sweet. She's so good to me. That stranger. I've been watching some videos about anarchism. One of them, I started at We Need to Rethink School by Andrewism. And then I've also been slowly going through this by The Canvas, A Guide to Anarchy. But in the Andrewism video, he shows some artwork like Keith Haring, and I saw this in a Time of Harmony by Paul Signac, and it struck me. It's not always that I get struck by a painting, because there's so much content just flowing, but this one struck me, especially this guy in the foreground. Of course, he's in the foreground, and then there's that guy there. I kind of imagined that after looking at it, I imagined they're probably together, and he's potentially her husband, or of course they could be together, but I imagine one of them or both of them could represent me, because there's this, I've had dreams about what it would be to be part of a community, a free, respectful, caring community. I mean, there's wine right here, and there's naked people swimming. There's people doing art. They're just doing whatever, and then there's children. It's, families are just part of it. And then there's two people in love, but there's also people not in love. And then, and then there's people back here, like, just dancing. And the chicken's here too. It's just hanging out, And they just take fruit from the tree and give it to the kid or eat it. So beautiful. And then this lady, I don't know what she's doing, but she's awesome. I'm loving it. An orange shirt, orange top, and then like a yellow dress, love it, you know. I just keep peeling back the layers of this painting. Even just the texture of his pants right here is very cool. Or, they're shirtless, which is cool. The baby's naked. They're naked, swimming back here. It's not a big deal. There's not all these constrictions, these rules, these constraints on everyone. There's not all this talk of things that don't matter. They're just living, you know? That's what my image of happiness is. It's not even just pure bliss, even though it kind of is. It's more like neutral bliss where you're just free to live. And everyone's together and everyone's sharing harmoniously. And that's the word harmony. That's the key. Is the harmoniousness of it, And I think government and rules and all these authorities and these hierarchies and these systems and these tests and these had to take a test to get my job at Apple when I had a job there, and the guy next to me was a gay guy, and he was a friend of mine from the training, and he didn't pass the test twice, and so they let him go. He could have been my friend, but he didn't get a job because he didn't pass the test for this corporation. And he's probably better off than I was passing the test. So anyway, it's just like all of these things that divide us put us into these different boxes when really we could figure it out on our own, you know? And why am I in this situation where I'm walking down the street, I'm always alone, I'm just enjoying my life as much as I can, with no community, basically. And yeah, I mean, it's not totally my fault, or it's not totally, it's not completely out of my hands, but basically it's not my fault, And I'm searching, I'm searching for to be this guy, to be that guy, whatever. I'm searching for this. Maybe I'm this guy. I'd be any of these guys or girls. So yeah, I'm searching, and I have a good life. I'm not complaining. It's always in the back of my mind, like, why is it like this? And is there a chance in my lifetime that I could be here, or at least feel like I'm here?